Keith from DSKey Grills back with another cooking video. And today we are making apple smoked pulled pork on the Old Hickory Pits Ace MM. Folks, I can't wait to show you this cook. Another awesome, easy one to do. So what we're going to do, folks, we're going to start off showing you the stars of the show. A few ingredients is all we're going to use for today's cook, but we're going to inject this baby. We're going to get a rub on this thing, hit it with apple smoke, let it cook until it says it's done, bring this baby in and show you some awesome pulled pork. So here's what we're working with today. We're starting off with the barbecue rub. This is Killer Hog's barbecue rub. This is a 5-pound bag. I've had this for at least about 6 or 7 months. We're going to go ahead and get this on there. Now the barbecue rub imparts awesome color, definitely awesome flavor to your foods, okay? So we're going heavy with this stuff. Internally, right, because we want to make sure this thing is succulent and flavorful through and through, we're coming with my favorite, and that's the It's Incredible Injection, all right? So all the stuff I talk about on the It's Incredible, as we use it for a base coat on the outside, we're going to inject this pulled pork with it today, all right? Now the star of the show is a 7.5-pound bone-in pork roast, all right? So you know what we'll do. I'll take you to the cutting board. I'll show you step by step how we're going to season, how we're going to inject. Then we'll go outside, get this Old Hickory Pits up and going. Right now I got the charcoal chimney starter going right now. But we're going to hit this baby with apple smoke. Sit back, let this thing just cook, wrap it up in butcher paper. Folks, we're going to have bark, we're going to have flavor, we're going to have an awesome final result. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit when it's time to do the seasoning. And before you know it, we'll be back here at this cutting board checking out an awesome final product of our apple smoked pork butt made on the Old Hickory Pits Ace MM. I want to thank you as always for joining me, and let's get cooking. Okay folks, we're back. We have the pork butt cleaned up. We're going to come first with mustard. So we're going to use mustard as our binder. All right, and we're just going to kind of lather that on really good. Now the idea behind this pork butt is going to be to do the seasoning on the outside first, come back with the injection, and then any spots that we have to touch up, we will touch up again with the dry rub, okay? So that's how we're going to do this. We're making sure to get all sides. All right, and then like I said, folks, we're going to use the barbecue rub from Killer Hog's. Okay, now my plan is just to get this shaken on really heavy. All right, we'll kind of pat a little bit, flip, and get all sides the exact same way. This stuff is great. You're talking about a pretty color. That's what it puts out. Beautiful bark, and everything is tied to this stuff. All right, let's get this put down. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and work on our injection, okay? So we'll let this sit, start soaking in. I'll move it to the side, and then we'll work on our injection. Now for our injection, we're going to use the It's Incredible, just one packet. This is a 2.7 ounce pack. Everything you love about the outside when you're doing that base coat of the It's Incredible is what you have internally when you're using these injections, okay? So let's get it all poured in. Okay, so we have that poured in. Now we're going to add some water. And what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to add 16 ounces of water. All right, it's about here. Very close. All right, and all we're going to do is whisk, okay? Because we want this stuff broken down really good. All right, so there she is, all mixed up and ready to go. We are back with our pork butt, and then it's just as simple as doing the injection process, all right? I always keep these handy injectors. If it's one thing I need to do, it's probably buy me a nice professional injector that I can use all the time. I just haven't, I don't know, it's like it's something I just don't consider. I don't know why. So we'll get into it. All right, we're starting off first injecting the top of the pork butt, and then we will go into the bottom. All right, so we'll start off here. Now remember you had that bone in there, so you just want to kind of shoot around here. It's going to blow up and catch all the different portions of the pork butt and try. Got a full one here. All right, so we'll just go in different areas, kind of shoot a little bit, go to another area, shoot a little bit, And you stay on that same line, right? Because what you want to do is make sure that you're evenly getting everything. Now you come on over and do the middle the same way. A little bit. Just like this. All right? And then we'll do the exact same thing to the other side and get back together. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, folks, so we finished the injection process. Now all I want to do is come back with another coat of the barbecue rub on the outside and just let those flavors soak in until the old hickory gets up to temperature, okay? So right now, we're using royal oak lump charcoal on the old hickory. It's up to around 150 degrees right now, so it's going to take at least another 30 minutes before we reach around 225. So that gives this pork butt a chance to hang out, soak in, flavors inside and out, and just be prepped to be one awesome final product, right? So we're going to be successful on this thing because of all of the work we're doing in advance. Okay, folks, so what we'll do is we'll get back together once we reach 225 degrees, and then we'll get this baby on the old hickory pits. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, folks, so we're out at the old hickory pits. Right now, it's been warming up for about 40 minutes, okay? So on the dial, it is at about 145 degrees. We're shooting for 225. So what we have to do right now, it's about 30 degrees, very windy out. I want to go ahead and top it off with some more charcoal. Now, the good thing about it, even though it's cold outside, with the thermostat on the old hickory, once you get up to temp, you don't have to be out here. It's kind of a set it and forget it type thing. That's what makes the old hickory an awesome, awesome cooking device, all right? So we're going to go ahead and get it opened up, top it off with some more of that royal oak charcoal, and then head back in the house until we reach 225. So let's do that now. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and open up, get our firebox out. All right, we got us a nice bed of coals, but we do need to go ahead and top it off real quick, so we'll do that now. This is a 30-pound bag. It should hold us for a little bit. Now, the only thing with the royal oak is the lump charcoal pieces are smaller, and sometimes they fall through the basket. So that's a kind of a minus, you know. But it does do well. So we're going to top it off. Royal oak gives you medium to small pieces, so they're better for like Kamado style grills and things like that. That's why I really like using the Fogo Super Lump when I'm using the old hickory pits. Those logs are like the sizes of this, if not bigger, and they just last, they don't fall through the holes. More efficient way of cooking. Okay, so good enough. We'll go ahead and get it shut back down. I love this ashtray also to help keep charcoal off your deck. So we'll close this, close our door, and we're good to go, all right? Once we reach 225, we'll come out, put that awesome pork butt on, hit that baby with some apple chunks. I'll show you those really quick. I buy these off of Amazon. They're nice sized chunks. We're gonna add tons of this stuff, okay? We may use half the bag. I really wanna hit this baby with apple smoke, okay? Let it go until it reaches around 160 degrees or until that bark is the way we want it. We want a nice, profound bark. We'll bring it in, wrap it in butcher paper, back on the grill it goes, all right? But before we do all that, let's let it get up to temp, then we'll come back out, put this baby on. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, folks, the grill is up to 225 degrees. We are now at my favorite part of the video, and that's let's get cooking. So let's go ahead and get this baby opened up. You can see just how awesome this pork butt looks. Been sitting on the cutting board for about an hour, soaking in all those flavors. It's time now to get it on the old hickory. Okay, so we want to move now to go ahead and make sure we don't lose our heat. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness, it looks amazing, okay? All right, so we're going right on. It's nice and sticky. Onto the pit we go. Beautiful pork butt. Look at that, folks. We don't want to lose all this good stuff we worked on, all right? All right, so we're going on in right now. Now what I want to do now is go ahead and shut it down, and we're going to go ahead and add our apple wood, okay? So let's do that right now. Okay, so we're coming with our apple chunks. As you can see, nice sized chunks. Very windy out today. I want a defined apple smoke flavor, so we're adding around 10 of these chunks for now. Okay, so we've added our apple smoke. We're gonna go ahead and shut this baby down, get back together in about 3 hours, and see how this pork butt's coming along. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay folks, we are back. We're about 3 hours into this cook. We're gonna go ahead and see how the pork butt is looking and probably go ahead and spritz, okay? So let me show you what I got. Okay, so what I have is a spritz bottle that has water and apple cider vinegar in it. We can get this baby opened up right now and just see how it's coming along. Oh yeah. Yeah. So first off, you see our bark has already formed. It looks wonderful. Look at that bark, okay? We're gonna go ahead and get this baby sprayed down real quick. What I have, again, is just a regular pump spray bottle. We just want to add a little moisture to this pork butt that already looks magnificent. Look at that. And what I'm going to do is get some probe ports out here. I'm going to let this go for at least another 2 hours before we wrap or do anything, but you can see it looks absolutely amazing, all right? So we'll go a little bit longer, get back together in about 2 more hours, and at that time we'll probe and see where we're at internally, and then get ready to get this baby wrapped, all right? See you guys in a bit. Okay, folks, we're back. I had a quick mishap on the filming, and I wrapped this pulled pork, and I noticed that you weren't able to see it. So we're going to go through the process again. What we did, folks, is we brought it here. We had our butcher paper laid out. We came with our spritz, okay? Remember, this is water and apple cider vinegar. We shot it down just to add a little more moisture, and then all we did was a wrapping process. We wet our paper up with the same solution so it's pliable and more easy to fold up this pulled pork. So here's what we did. All we do is we come with one fold, all right? You want to tuck it up under, all right? And that's what I did. Then we just get one side and we fold, just like this. And you want your paper to go over and straight, and you want it to be tight against this side of your pulled pork. You want to do the exact same thing to the other side, okay? So again, the paper is easy to work with, so we fold, all right, and we straighten out this side, all right? Now we have a nice care package, nice and tight, and it's time to start rolling it all together. So here we go. We'll do one flip here, all right? And then the fact that we're only going to get one more flip, what I want to do to make sure everything is nice and even is I'll fold the paper right here, kind of square that off a little bit, and then we'll do our last flip. So let's do that together right here. All right, folks, so what we got now is a care package of awesome apple smoked pulled pork that's ready to go back to that old Hickory Pits ASMM and be great, okay? We have a care package that's going to now go up to 203 degrees, maybe 200 to 203 degrees. Before you know it, we'll be back checking out the final product of this magnificent pulled pork. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, folks, we're back checking out the final product of our apple smoked pulled pork made on the old Hickory Pits ASMM. So folks, let's talk about what we did real quick before we unveil this goodness. We started off with an 8-pound pork shoulder, and all we did was use mustard as a binder and 2 ingredients to season. Those ingredients was the barbecue rub on the outside and the It's Incredible on the inside. We let this baby sit, soak in all those flavors as we went outside and got that ASMM fired up. About an hour, hour and a half later, it was time to put this on. As you saw, 3 hours in, we had already started forming an awesome bark. Then we spritzed with water and apple cider vinegar. Nothing left to do then except let it continue cooking and get up to around 165 degrees. Once we got there, I brought you in and I showed you the wrapping process. And if you remember, all we did was spray down the butcher paper, we folded and we tucked it really, really tight. Back to the pit we went. Reached 204 degrees and now it's time to unveil, all right? This thing has been resting for about 3 hours. Really, really excited. Here we go. We're talking pulled pork goodness. This is what this is about, folks. Oh man, this this is going to be magnificent. Tell you, this house smells amazing. All right, we're going to roll her out, and here she goes. Oh, it's falling out. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at this, folks. Look at that. That's what you want. That's pulled pork right there. All right, there she is. We still got some skin on the bottom here we need to pull off. Eat this. This is some gnawing food. We'll eat this for later. All right, I'm going to leave that to the side. Let me throw this away, and we're going to do a test. Now, you know there's one test to know if your pulled pork is right. So, all right, what is the test to know if your pulled pork is tender and ready to go? It is the bone test. So here we go. Here's our blade bone. What are we trying to do? We're trying to pull it out and make it come clean. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Woo! I'm going to go ahead and break it up now. Here we go. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let others know what D-Ski Grills is up to. And as always, at D-Ski Grills, grilling is not a pastime. It's a passion. This is pulled pork done right, injected, flavored through and through. Nothing left to do now but do a taste test and close this out. Look at this defined bark. This is where your flavor's at. Look at that. Look at this, folks. This is where your flavor's at. Here we go. 2 turns. This is awesome. Give this recipe a shot and you won't be sorry. We'll get back on the next one. Thanks again for joining me.